Hello everybody, it's your boy Ann here. I'm coming at you guys with another YouTube video. So in today's video I'm going to be teaching you what are the best frames to sell to get yourself some juicy platinum. So without further ado guys, let's just get right into today's video. So I'm going to throw this out straight away as a disclaimer. All of this information is coming from me on Warframe Market, as you guys can see right here. So this is the website we're using, you know, Warframe Market. Very good website, and that is basically what we're going for. So guys, let's just get right into today's video. So the first Warframe ultimately, which is a very good choice to sell for plat, is going to be Hydroid Prime. So as you guys can see here, Hydroid goes for almost 100 plat, 95 plat, and you know, once these three people sell, there's a high chance that the average will go back up to about 100 plat per Hydroid set. Now I want to give you guys another tip here, which is going to apply for all these Warframes. So let's say over here right now it is 95 for a Hydroid set. It is 7 plat for a Hydroid blueprint, and it is 5 plat for a Hydroid chassis. It is 9 plat for a Hydroid neuroptic. And I think you guys are going to see what I'm getting at, which is if you buy these parts alone, you can save an insane amount of platinum, and 52 for a Hydroid Prime system. Now guys, if you were to simply buy all these parts on their own, I've just done the maths, and that would be 73 plat for a Hydroid set. If you were to just buy all these parts on their own, and then you can sell that set for, as said, you know, 95 plat if you really wanted to, or if you want to put it up a little bit higher, you could sell it for 100 plat. So guys, as you can see, this is one way to basically figure out what's good and what's not. Another good tip is that Warframes that sell for a lot of plat are usually the ones that haven't been back in a while. So as of time of recording this video, it is the 28th of March, which means in the Prime Resurgence it's the Mesa and Limbo, and Oberon and Nekros have come back for a limited time event, and the next Warframes that are coming out of the Resurgence Vault is going to be Rhino Prime and Mag Prime. So now let's have a look at Rhino Prime. So currently right now Rhino is going for about the same price as a Hydroid set. So as you can see, if we were to break it down again, 7 plat for a Rhino Prime system, 19 plat for a Rhino Prime chassis. This is about 30 plat for a Rhino Prime system, and 19 plat for a Rhino Prime neuroptics. So guys, if we do the maths on all of that, it is going to be a nice 75 plat, and you can flip that for another 20 plat, nice and easy. And all of this is, I'm taking these pricings from Warframe Market PC because I do play on PC. Platforming may be different, but overall this is a good guide for platforms, I believe all platforms, because the pricing across all of these is not going to be too different. Going further in, another good choice is going to be Ember Prime. So Ember Prime, exactly bang on, 100 plat. So guys, let's do this the fast way. How much is the blueprint? 29 plat for a blueprint. How much is the chassis? 29 plat for a chassis. How much is the systems? 10 plat for the systems. How much is the chassis? Oh wait, sorry, neuroptic. 10 plat for the neuroptic, and 29, 29, 10, and 10. As you guys can see, that would total to 78 plat. So 78 plat right there is for a Ember set, and you guys can put that up for 100 plat. Nice, fast, easy. And obviously these Warframes haven't been back in a while, and that's why the pricing on these frames have gone higher. But the next frame we are going to talk about is going to be Nova Prime. Nova Prime is a very good frame used in the Steel Essence runs, and personally one of my favorite frames. And again, 100 plat for a Nova set. So guys, back to the thingy. 9 plat for a Nova blueprint. 8, has it changed? Yep. 8 plat for a Nova systems. 59 plat for the Nova Chassis. That is the big hitter on the Nova. I'm very sure that's going to be the most expensive. And then 10 plat for the set. So you can get you can get the Nova if you buy the parts individually for about 86 plat. Because I am very good at maths. I'm not, I suck at maths, but I'm using a calculator, so trust me on this. But Nova is going to be the next frame, which also does very much sell for quite a lot of plat. And guys, with these frames, I'm only going over the Warframes and not the weapons in this video. If you guys do want me to do a video on the weapons, feel free to drop it in the comments, and I will do so if it gets enough requests. So again, moving on. From Nova, the other 3 frames, or 4 frames, you know, I think 4 frames, yeah. The other 4 frames would be Frost. So guys, Frost has not come back in a long time, and a Frost set, 105 plat. A Frost blueprint is 65 plat. A Frost chassis is about 11 plat. A Frost new system, sorry, is 12 plat. And a Frost new optic is 6 plat. So that makes around about 94 plat. But obviously guys, Frost is a good Warframe to sell because he's very good for defense missions, and overall just one of the most underrated frames in the game if you ask me, because just because he's old and his abilities have basically been replaced by every other frame does not mean that Frost is a bad frame. It's just that as the game goes on, each Warframe becomes redundant, and you know, other Warframes can replace the abilities. For example, Valkyria and Varuna. Like, Varuna is a very new frame, and she's basically Valkyria 2.0 if you ask me, except with some better abilities, because, you know, new abilities are stupid. But, you know, that's usually how the game goes. So, for the next frame we are going to talk about is Ash Prime. Now, Ash Prime, guys, is probably one of the heaviest hitters, with a set selling at 170 plat on average, maybe 175. You know, 200 plat is not out of the question. So, guys, how much can you grab an Ash set for? You can get an Ash New Optics for 9 plat. You can get an Ash Systems for 90 plat. You can get an Ash Chassis for 12 plat. And you can get an Ash Blueprint for about 28 plat. So that equals to about 140 plat. So guys, this is again another flip for about 30 plat. But the thing is, guys, you got to keep this in mind, is that with all of these frames, the sets and the individual parts, they go up and down. And the pricing can change very fast depending on what's in-game, what's not, what's vaulted, what's not, you know. All that sort of stuff will change whatever happens in-game. But ultimately, this is a guide on what sells well. If you can manage to grab yourself any one of these sets and sell it, you're going to do a good thingy. You're going to do a good deal, and you're going to do well. My advice would be, you know, match whatever's on market, because a lot of people do use Warframe Market for a reference. So if someone was to say, in the trading chat in game, you know, someone was to jump over to this beautiful chat over here and say that, you know, I want to sell an Ash set, they would probably say that, you know, they want to sell the Ash set for about 180 plat, sorry. Oh, didn't need to click that. And with that, you know, people are just going to be like, 180 plat, let's see about that. They're going to do this over here, and they're going to see that the Ash set is about 170. Most people will probably use that as a reason to just not buy the Ash set for 10 plat more, because, you know, everybody wants to save their platinum in game, which is completely understandable. And with that, people will just simply say no, or they'll be like, well, I can find a one cheaper on Warframe Market, which is, again, they're completely right. And people do use Market for a reference, so it is worthwhile to just match these prices, and if not match, beat them. You know, the single plat does make a difference. But on to the next Warframe now, which is going to be Saryn Prime. So Saryn, despite coming back not too long ago, her value has still retained, because she is one of, if not the best frames in the game. So guys, how much does it cost to get an individual Saryn set? Let's say 58 for the chassis, 7 for the systems, 15 for the neuroptic, and about 35 for the blueprint. So about 115 plat on a Saryn set. But guys, I would advise Saryn as being one of the frames that you do get if you don't have already. As a nuke, she's amazing. As just a frame, she's just hella cool. But guys, for this, it is it is obviously, you know, the pricing that I'm going off is the one that I see on market. And do take this with a grain of salt, because these prices might go back up, these prices might go a little bit further down. They might shoot all the way down, or they might shoot all the way up. So do remember that. At the time of recording, I'm showing you my Warframe market in its entirety, so I'm not pulling any punches here, guys. These frames are about as expensive as I'm showing, but as you can see from this video so far, these frames do end up being cheaper if you just buy the individual parts. And if you've got relics, crack all of them open first. Save yourself 20, 30, maybe 50, you know what, maybe even 70 odd plat. And obviously keep an eye on the chat in game, because someone may be selling a frame. If their pricing seems good, you know, compared to Warframe market, if it's about right, if it's a little bit better, you know, tell that person you'll take the set. It works like magic. Now on to the next frame, which is Nekros Prime. So guys, with Nekros's relics coming back, his price has actually reduced significantly. About a week ago, Nekros was about 150, 170 plat, and now he's not, because the relics have just come back. So how much is it to buy a regular Nekros set on its own? 20 for the thingy, for the blueprint, sorry. My head is not in the right place. 28 for the system, 25 for the neuroptic, and oh, my calculator has... Okay, calculator's back. And 12 for the chases. So guys, you can spend about 85 plat and get a set for a Nekros that will sell for about 105 plat. But guys, I'm just giving you this guide in its entirety, because, you know, I personally think that, you know, plat does make the game go around. This game is free to play, but it is also pay to win. And, you know, I just want to help other people in game have a good time. And I know that people aren't necessarily gonna want to, you know, buy individual parts and stuff like that, because the pricing can go up and down. But ultimately, the market is always a gamble, and it always will be, because, you know, pricing goes up and down, like I just said. So guys, that has basically been this video. So these Warframes that I've been spoken about in these, the Warframes that I have spoken about in this video, their value is still pretty high, and they are very good frames in order for you to give them a shot, create a set, and sell. If you want to sell them, go for it. If you don't have them, I would 100% recommend grabbing every single one of these frames, from Ember being cool. I mean, only the real homies know the world on fire Ember was the best Ember, but, you know, updates. But yeah, so even all of these frames are really good. Nova is an essential one. Rhino, again, another, if you ask me, essential, but, you know, preference. Ash, amazing. Saryn, amazing. Frost, amazing. You know, these frames are really, really good, guys. And if you don't have them already, do definitely consider getting these Warframes. But that has basically been this video, and I hope I've given you a little bit of guidance on what to do. Hello guys, I'm in the corner. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like. If you guys do need any help with any sets or anything like that, feel free to drop it in the comments. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Peace.